Cause yeah, I haven't got my earbuds ready yet, but I just opened. We're doing Famine, right?
Yes, that's the one we're on. Yes,
I just opened it.
I know I saw. I have not checked how many pages it is, so it's gonna be news to both you and me because I haven't checked since I like typed it all out on my phone. And like, of course, you're looking at it on your phone too, so you know that you can't see the page numbers. Um, so because I just opened it on my computer, this will be the first time I know how long it is, so that's gonna be exciting.
Page number don't matter. But when I open up this fucking document and the first thing I see is your secondary title being the plant bondage one,
Listen, that is the one scene I vividly remembered from this book. Okay?
well, I'm glad we finally got the bondage considering they kept mentioning it and they never did it in the other one.
I know, right? Oh, you know what? I should pull up the book on Storygraph so I can tell you the content warnings.
Also, disclaimer, I'm sick.
Yes, I don't worry. I was gonna go into it because this episode's gonna be like a whole entire week late.
LOL.
LOL, because Death is planned to either go out Tuesday or Wednesday, depending when we can film next week, right? I mean, I haven't even started the book yet, but that's beside the point.
Well, I've only read one book this month, so you know.
Yeah, I just finished my 9th book of the month, so but yes, this one is a whole week late. Listen, okay, there was like a time frame where we needed to read at least the first 3, or I need to read the first 3, and we record them before the fish has things happening in their personal lives that made it so they couldn't record for a period of time. We knew about this. The last day I had to read Famine and we could record, guess who has a stomach bug? It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. That's why we're super late. And then now the fish is sick, but it's not constantly throwing up sick, so we're just gonna go for it.
I haven't gotten sick in like 3 years either.
Yeah, so, same. Other than COVID.
But yeah. But also, what is it called? Words. I woke, like yesterday, I woke up at like 5 o'clock in the morning and I started crying because I felt that bad. And my mom was like, girl, I was like, yeah. Girl, and then I woke up. I took medicine and I was like, hey. And I like slept for a while and I was like, hey. And then I'm kind of fine. I think it made it worse because my eyes, like I broke my glasses. If you don't know, my glasses are broken. I cannot use them at all. So like my eyes hurt like a bitch, you know, and then I have problems with my teeth too. So that on top of being like sick and all the pressure in my nose and stuff, yeah, it's horrible.
I can imagine. I just had my main issue on top of just constantly throwing up was just my back, because having to bend over to be sick every time. It just felt like horrible. I slept a lot. I slept basically that whole entire time I was sick. It was a good time. I slept a lot. I caught up on all that sleep I needed.
Yeah. No, the last 2 nights I went to bed at like 10:30, 11, and I usually go to bed like 12, 1. And
you're going to bed me time? Listen, last night I went to bed at 1 a.m. because I was reading The Love Hypothesis, and I was like, I need to read one more chapter. And then I was like, I have 80 pages left, and then I was like, it's 1 a.m. I should not finish this book. I should go to bed and then finish it in the morning. So that's what I did.
But I'm sleeping from like 10:30, 11 to like 10:30, 11 in the morning, so that's a long time.
True. But yeah, that's a long explanation why this episode's late and why the next episode is going to be on a weird day, because February's going to be double episodes, blah, 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 blah. Who cares?
I'm so ready for that. No, I'm not. Also,
yeah. We have one episode done.
Our main audience, beloved YouTube, thoughts and opinions on the new graphics? I just sort of did something. I don't know. I didn't think about it. I just did it.
Oh yeah, no, all the graphics have changed. I think this is the first episode we're recording since you changed them all. I think so. Alright, hello, welcome to a Fish and Flower podcast. I'm Flower, aka Rose. I don't know what my fun fact... Oh, I know what my fun fact today is. I've been messing around on Twitch stuff, and I made a new command, and, specifically for you, bestie, So next time I do it, and you're there, you get to see something fun. And also, someone named my prawn suit in Subnautica Marabarosaurus.
Yes.
Or as I like to pronounce it, Marabarosaurus.
How is Marabarosaurus today?
I don't know. I haven't checked on her in like 2 days.
Okay, well.
I've been doing a lot of other things, okay?
Can't relate.
Don't you love being sick? Is that your...
No.
Do your intro. Is your fun fact just gonna be you're sick?
Hi, my name is Fish, aka Stingray. My fun fact of the day is men's pajama pants. That's it. That's the thought. Also, okay. Mr. Ivy, my beloved.
Every time you say Mr. Ivy or Ivy, my beloved, I think you're talking about my dog.
Okay, 4. My bad. 4.
It takes me a second to make it so I realize you're talking about this man's and not my dog, my precious little bead.
I love her too. I love anybody named Ivy, apparently. His name's not even Ivy, but you know.
Anyway.
4, okay?
This is a Stream of Conscious podcast very similar to how we talk to each other on a daily basis. Today's episode is Famine, the 3rd book of the Four Horsemen series. I just looked at how many pages this is. Oh god. This is, I'm doing the whole entire series in a month. I was also going to talk about bookish news, I remember now, in the beginning. Because there were 2 bookish things I want to talk about. Because we could also talk about the boycott, but I'm not going to talk about that one until next week, or the next episode.
I don't even know what's going on, so whatever.
I know, right? But there's also, the main one I wanted to bring up, because it kind of connects to the podcast, is that, Zhao's sequel to Iron Widow, episode on, the sequel, Heavenly Tyrant, is postponed yet again until probably sometime in 2025, because, issues with their, publisher and everything that's happening in Palestine and whatnot. So, valid, we love. And then also, on top of that, at the same time that is happening, also, they got, quote-unquote, disqualified or labeled ineligible for the Hugo Award, along with, I forget her name, but specifically for the book Babel by R.F. Kuang, I think it is. They both got, like, labeled as, ineligible for, like, no reason, like, there's no explanation, and someone, like, tried to ask the guy why, and he was like, are you dumb, can you not read? It's because they're ineligible. Like, literally, that's what he said. Can you not read in your native language? Like, yeah, so that's the bookish drama going on right now.
Sounds a little funny, but it's not funny.
It's not funny. It's very questionable, especially since there's, theories on why is because both of them are, big on talking about Chinese politics and rights and whatnot. And the Hugo Awards this year took place in China. And from what I can tell from the profile of the man on Facebook, he looks like a white man, so,
Facebook?
I know, right? But yeah, there's that. The other side, fun information, is that Katie Robert read Legendborn and is almost done with Bloodmarked and, loves Cell and was talking about it, was freaking out about Legendborn, screaming on threads, and then Tracy Dion, the author of Legendborn, was like, oh my god, Katie Robert read Legendborn, and I was just watching this happen, just like, oh my god, this is my 2 people, what is happening? Anyways, I thought that was fun.
I was gonna make a SpongeBob joke, but you've never seen SpongeBob.
I reminded Bestie of that the other day, and Bestie was like, I don't know how we're friends.
I just remembered that I have to read Bloodmarked eventually this year. Soon.
Yeah, for my birthday.
I must really, really love you. I hope you know that.
It's okay. It's only 100% nerve-wracking.
I'm gonna read Bloodmarked for you, but I would also peel an orange for you. I must really fucking love you.
True. Okay, you ready to talk about the plant bondage one?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna start with content warnings, and then I'll tell you how many pages of notes.
I just read some of them. Some of the talk.
Content warnings. We have death, sexual content, violence. I think we all expect those from these ones, but we also have sexual assault, torture, rape, child abuse, and sexual violence.
Always correct.
I would like everyone to know that I used to dislike this one. Like, I had this one mentally at, like, third place, the only one underneath it being war, but I think I switched its place in my brain with Pestilence, so now it's second place. It's just so good. The banter between Famine and Anna, I do not do it justice in my notes, but it's so good. I was laughing so hard, and in the vlog where I was reading it, I literally said, this is the one I would have Fish read if I would have them read any of them, because this one is so you-coded. So you-coded.
What does that mean, that it's so me-coded?
It's just the way it is, okay? It's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just so you-coded. Okay, the number of pages of notes, is 12.
Oh, me scrolling through this document on my phone and it all being one page and it just never ends. Because it's one page because it's on my phone.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Oh, I used emojis again. This has been so long since I read this. That's a lie. I finished it like a week ago. But, because, like, was sick, and then I had to film another vlog, and so, like, I took a week-long break, but... And it goes to the end of page 12. Like, it's like the bottom of page 12 is when it ends. Ooh, have fun, okay?
Okay. Let's go, are you ready?
Yep.
This is the second, Jesus Christ. Rose's secondary title for this one is, quote, the planned bondage one. And reading that, and then Rose being like, oh, this is so you-coded. What the fuck does that mean?
It's just the way the banter is in this one, okay?
Oh, the thing that made me laugh a minute ago was hear me out. He looks like Aquaman on the cover.
He does. Also, I love how for the graphics for these, you use the original covers.
What else
Because, like, they got republished recently.
Yeah,
and I saw a lot of people, like, talking about them online about the new covers, and be like, oh, look at these covers. Oh, they're so pretty. One, I prefer the original covers. Two, all these people are like, oh, this new series, I'm so excited to read it. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? I read those in, like, 2019. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I own the original covers. It's really great because I looked it up, and the original versions, I'm assuming just to get them so they're, like, because they're old copies and whatnot, and so to just remove them from shelves and whatnot, the old versions are like $4 each. And the way I spent $10 on Pestilence, War, and Famine, and $12 on Death, because inflation, I'm so happy with that. But I prefer the original cover, so it's fine. Anyways, on the original cover, he does look like Aquaman, okay? You can't tell me he does not. Especially with the way, like, that skirt or pant thing, whatever that's going on there. That's...
Loincloth?
It's not, it's like a loincloth, but it's metal, so, like, what even is it?
I don't remember what they look like. Is it a chainmail skirt?
It's, like, it kind of gives me Egyptian dress type thing vibes.
Okay.
Which is questionable in the aspect of, like, why? But then I suddenly remembered there is a reference to Egyptian lore or mythology in this book. And he talks about an Egyptian goddess a lot and compares himself to her, so...
I mean, I feel like if you're gonna equate it to any mythology, Egyptian makes the most sense. I don't know why. Yeah. It's the vibe.
Oh, this is where I talk about my original thoughts and opinions before I reread it.
Do I sound different?
Yes, but whatever.
In a good way or a bad way? That's the real question.
It's not. It's like you sound like you're talking into a pillow almost. Like it sounds more muffled, but like that makes sense. So.
Okay. Every once in a while, like, damn, I can't breathe, and I'm like, because I can't breathe through my fucking nose. Okay. Okay. Apparently, Rose liked Anna and how the basic beats are there, but in a different way, and how the banter comes back in a good way. I'm gonna pretend I know what that means. Parentheses, looking at you, Mr. My Wife, War, parentheses. But Rose is in fact not the biggest fan of Famine as a character. Good to know. Also, this one gets pretty racy at one point as well, to be warned.
I would like you to know, after rereading this, I am a fan of Famine, and he very much gives, you touch her and I kill you vibes, but in a slow, very painful way, and he's all like, you think you're a monster? I'm the real monster here. And you decided to touch by a woman against her, yeah. And I'm just like over there just being like, ooh, hot.
I get it.
You read Mara Diary. You told me to read Mara Diary.
Of course. Oh, Noah Shaw, how I miss you.
I just remembered me calling Dust. I just remembered me calling Dust vegan. Noah Shaw.
No. That's all I have to say. No.
That's so funny to me. Oh my god.
Apparently, Rose laughed full bodily 5 times. Good enough.
Those were full body. Like, there were little chuckles too, but.
I'm cold!
Same.
This one, oh, hi, bestie. It's pop up in the dark. It starts 8 years after Famine first woke at the end of the war. Jesus Christ! Bestie?
Me just playing on the notes. We're both sane.
Where's Brazil, bitches? Hi, Brazil. Anna has previously met Famine. Okay. Famine has the nickname the Reaper, LOL, probably due to his, guys, me trying not to bring it back to Sleep Token right now. All these townspeople are lining the streets with all these great worldly possessions, and a lot of them are giving Anna the stink eye or calling her a slut. And for what?
Read the next sentence, or 4 words.
Oh, okay, yeah. The pipeline is there, unfortunately. So, Anna is a prostitute, and one of her regulars is the mayor!
Yep. Just wait for it.
You know the little emojis I said that I used in one of your thumbnails, those ones?
Yeah.
The mouth open, yeah, that's, yeah. Have you seen, like, the weird edits that are, like, when something happens, it's like, oh, it has, like, a pop noise? That went off in my head. I'm so normal. Which is how she knows Famine, that a convoy ahead of him demanding goods, and the best house to stay in, which is the mayor's house. Okay. They enter the line of the off. I'm trying so hard, but it just keeps occurring. There's so many Sleep Token references I could make. I'm so normal about them.
You know, that just proves that this is very you-coded, so.
They enter the line for the offering, at the house. We see the mayor and his family being dragged away. Fun.
Just the way you read a sentence and then go, oh!
I'm assuming they got people screaming. Men will come back without the family. There's blood. They got. Good to know. The line goes fast. Oh, no one who goes in comes back out. LOL.
I quote many of Anna's lines, let me tell you.
Yeah, you've seen that. Quote, I've never been inside the mayor's house, comma, which is a very worse thought, comma, considering he's been inside me many times, end quote.
The way you said every comma. Yeah, that is just Anna's humor 90% of the time. It's so funny.
I can't believe you say that.
She has a very crass sense of humor, which, like, makes sense with her history and her profession and whatnot.
Real.
Oh my god.
You made me say that.
And then when you compare it with, like, when you put her with Famine, who is a person who is the complete opposite and very stoic and, like, quote unquote pure and all this stuff, and it's just like, her crassness just makes him go, what the fuck?
This is hot.
It makes him so uncomfortable, and then she likes that, so then she does it some more, then he starts doing it back to her, and then next thing you know, they're making out.
Okay.
And there's a plant bondage. That's the plot.
Famine doesn't recognize her. There's hints that when they previously met, he was bloody. LOL. Okay. Apparently, oh my god, why do you word shit like this? How am I supposed to read this and not be like...
Do you need me to read this sentence?
No, I can say it. It's just the way you word things. How am I supposed to not just be so deadpan about everything? Famine isn't into pleasures in flesh. He doesn't want to bang. Like, be so serious. She tries to remind him of their past as she's dragged away, but it doesn't work. Oh my god! The mirror was getting a in-ground hole put in, apparently. But now it's full of bodies. I kind of have to laugh. Cause, like, what the fuck?
Gotta put the body somewheres.
Oh, they stab Anna. Oh, I was like, I read that so wrong. I was like, what? Oh, they stab Anna and her madame and a bunch and toss them in, at which point Anna is still barely alive, which I would think so. She got fucking stabbed.
Yeah, she got stabbed like 12 times.
Is it not one of these books if the love interest doesn't die, or like somebody doesn't
wait till the next one, because hot take, when you learn about the extent of Death's powers, you're gonna be like, wait a second, how does the last one happen? Cough, cough.
Imagine if I did the in-joking girl. She's, quote, dreaming of Famine walking away from her as he kills Plant. Poor Plant, with a figure behind her. Santana, I swear, puts his hand on her shoulder and says, live. She wakes up. LOL. The pool is mass grave. Which they lightly dusted the dirt on top of burying some of the people left. She has to dig herself out of the shallow grave that includes hundreds of other people.
Listen, when it was described, I was just imagining, like, the soldiers were just like, okay, all the bodies are here, cool, picked up some dirt and just, like, tossed on the ground and left, like...
Yeah. Anyways, her desire for revenge kind of makes sense.
It's very detailed and gruesome, describing, like, her getting out of it. Like, the person that she happens to be next to happens to be the mayor's wife, and she, like, has to stick her hand, like, on her face, and, like, she's, like, gripping on her teeth to get out, yeah.
Imagine being like, oh yeah, I fucked your husband for money, and now I gotta crawl up over you. I have to disrespect your dead body. Oh my god. The mayor is barely alive and tries to get him out, but he begs her to kill him. She starts to walk home, just casually walks home. Everyone else in the city is dead via magical plants growing through houses and roads and people. That's kind of cool.
That's his power. Well, one of them.
Seeing you pop up at the beginning of every fucking paragraph. She's stuck in bed with a fever for a week, which makes sense. What? I feel like everyone has bikes in these.
I mean, it makes sense because it's either horses or that to get around.
Yeah.
And you don't have to feed a bike.
So she takes the bike, she's gathering supplies, and she just goes far enough to where she no longer sees bodies. Fun. You're gonna have to edit out so many nasty noises, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
She sets up camp and hides out there until her injuries are healed more before she starts following Famine. Okay, interesting. She's into the whole no longer having to keep up appearances for sex work, so that's fun. Real. After months of sailing and traveling, she's caught up to Famine. She sneaks into the house he's staying in and holds a knife to his throat. We win. He's very angry and remembers her from a month ago, but then she gives a small detail from the time she saved him before, and suddenly he remembers in shock.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so this whole next section is just their first meeting, and this is where you learn their whole entire background. That's one thing, like, they did that, like, pretty early on, like, within the first 100-ish pages, you learn their whole entire background. So you're not, like, trying to figure out what their background is for half the book.
So you didn't catch my joke, or you just ignored it. It's rude.
It's okay.
What do you mean it's okay?
You heard me.
Anyways, oh god, okay. 5 years ago, she's 17. She's heard rumors of people holding Famine captive and torturing him for years. She's walking home one day, she sees him. Obviously, why can't I just speak normally? Like, why do you write like this? Like, I'm trying to make it fun in my head, but you just write so cut and dry, and it's... I don't have the brain capacity to make it all funny-wunny today. Finds the body, drags him into an abandoned house, and stays with him petting his hair as he heals. You spelled that wrong.
I know, but the reason why I spelled it wrong is because the joke that's in the next parentheses.
Okay, yeah, parentheses, my brain right now. Imagine heels shaped like eels, parentheses, hey, do you think I'm neurodivergent, parentheses.
So I realized I spelled heel wrong, but then I was like, imagine the shoe heels, but they're shaped like they have eels. And then I went, what is my brain? And then I was like, I need to type this out, because that's so funny.
Girl, anyways. People are searching for him. His glowing green, quote, tattoos are making their location obvious, so she takes her shirt off and uses it to cover him. Parentheses, PS, my phone, auto-change tattoos to tattoos. What? Tattoo, what tattoo, what? Oh my god. Which is the Star Wars thing, so I have fun with that. Parentheses, fuck off, fuck you, like, go somewhere. Go on somewhere. It's cold, it's nighttime, she has no shirt, because he's a glowing man. She's cold. What's with all these men glowing? Like literally glowing.
All these angelic markings on them. And each one's a different color, and the whole entire markings are supposed to be like their whole purpose, and blah, 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 and they all glow and whatnot.
What I'm trying to say is, why do all the men get to glow, but we don't get to glow and glitter?
But his is green, and it's like around his neck / upper torso and his wrists. At one point, I don't think I put in my notes, but at one point she compares the ones around his wrists to manacles, and he's just like, ooh, that's an interesting thought process.
He has her lay on him for war. Some cute banter. Oh my god, he has a breakdown. She pets his hair some more. What? Hey, Ember. Hey, Miss Nene. Did you hear her coming? Did you hear the bell? I still have that bell on her. Did I tell you I put a bell on her?
No, you did not tell me that. How the fuck dare you?
I put a bell on her because we found Kiki's collar, right? And it's got a bell on it, and she doesn't like the bell, so I took the bell off and I put it on Ebby, and Ebby don't want the bell. She got her a bell. We've been calling her little Tinker Bell.
Abby has a Christmas collar that's red and white like a candy cane, and it has bells on it.
Oh, we got guests. We got guests for the pod. We got help. You hear the bell? Hi, Tinkerbell. Hi, my beloved. Nathan, you want to read these crazy notes with me? Here, look. Here, look. No. Wakes up. He's healed. Some heavy hints her aunt abuses her, and he's worried about and she's worried about staying out all night. He calls her Flower. LOL. What are you doing, Ebony? She's just standing here being weird. Okay, she's leaving me. That was rude. She gave me kisses. Does he call her Flower because he's Plant Man?
Yeah, he calls her Flower throughout the whole entire book, by the way.
That's gonna be so weird for me because you want some lore right now, bestie.
Because I'm Flower?
No.
In the Fish and Flower podcast, I am known as Flower.
Takes her to the city where he kills his torturers, then raises the city, killing everyone for not helping him. LOL. He calls her Flower some more and tries to get her to join him, promising he'd never harm her. He even grows a dusty lavender rose. Oh.
Yeah, that's also an important little
Wait, I kind of love him.
Bella.
She's freaked out. He also just killed her whole family, so she doesn't go with him. Valid. You know, back to present day. She stabs him in the neck, kind of. He causes an earthquake, and he ends up cornering her, so she stabs him in the chest. Fun. He takes her by the throat and throws her on the table and removes the rest of her weapons. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. One of his men barges in, and she takes the opportunity to kick him in the balls and run. LOL. Famine kills the man and hails her to a room and ties her up. Okay. Did he use ropes or did he use plants?
He used ropes.
Boring! Wakes her up. There's banter. Girl, what is it? What? It's not dinner time. It's 4:25. No. You go outside? You can go outside, but I'm not feeding you yet. It's not 5 o'clock. Miss, I think I gotta eat 10 minutes early every single day. No. You can go outside. You can go play. I'm not feeding you yet. It's not time. Come on. Is that what you want? I think she actually gets to go outside. Every time I've come out here the last few days, I'm like, why is it warm? Because my mom plugs in the heater out here. I'm so smart. It's so beautiful. Did you know that? Are you alive?
No.
Wow. Good enough.
My eye's burning and I should take allergy meds, but...
Take your damn allergy meds. My God.
They're within sight. They're close enough to me where I could totally get up and grab them.
I'm in your walls. You get the damn allergy medicine.
Fine.
Oh my God, you sound like I'm torturing you because I'm telling you to take your medication. In her mind, he hasn't told her, so he probably won't. I don't think that's a reasonable thought pipeline, but go off, I guess. He comes her by, and then picks out a dress for her and takes her to a bathroom. You know how easy life would be if someone could just pick out my clothes and do all these other things for me? Like, there's just certain things, but if people would do it, like, if someone was there to do it, my life would be wonderful, and I would love living life, but nobody likes me.
Okay.
That was a joke. It's a funny talk.
I'll take my allergy med.
I'm so proud of you. He wants her to survive, but mostly to see her scars from when his men stabbed her. Parentheses, 11 times, by the way. Parentheses, oh, okay. He tries to connect with her being left for dead in extreme pain and only feeling anger with his experiences. She tries to escape, he'll stop feeding her, which makes her happy because free food and staying in nice houses, so she's down. Even calls herself a, quote, very willing captive, quote, Tim. Interesting. She still tries to escape for the fun of it, but then he threatens to use the plants. Oh. Thank you. Okay.
This one is slightly gay, by the way.
I see that. She's going to a lady's room. Who knows what happened to this poor lady she finds? I like this word. I'm so glad you used this word. Salacious letters from another woman. Gasp! Gay gasp!
Literally, she's reading these letters and she's like, wow, her lady lover really knew her way around a vagina. I want to find myself a lady lover.
You know.
And I'm just like, valid.
Welcome to the club.
For a woman who's had to deal with a lot of dicks her whole career, makes is valid. 100% valid.
So yeah, she wants some of that, which, yeah. Payman tells her to get ready to leave, so she takes her time to steak some cake. LOL. This is Dustin, so he puts metal manacles on her and then kills his men. He puts her on his horse and stuff. I just had the most deranged thought. I'm not gonna elaborate.
Okay.
She has this vision of using her womanly wiles to save the world. Quote, a horseman was brought to his knees when a human got down on her. Is it quote? Quote, the blowjob to save humanity, end quote.
The blowjob to save humanity does come back multiple times, I'd like you to know.
Oh my god. She keeps on making jokes, but all you have to do is make her shut up just to stuff her mouth with either food or dick. Valid, I guess, but like... Oh my god, she's very excited about the second option. When he grows a fruit tree that's reminiscent of their first meeting instead. Oh, since he'll feed her, she'll stop making suctions.
Yeah. Are you getting why this is you quoted yet? This is just...
Yes, I do. Very much giving. If she can't find a knife to stab him, might as well annoy him to death. That's so mean! And it's so easy to be annoying. Trust me, there's like so many hours of me being annoying recorded via our podcast. I still firmly believe that if someone were to kidnap me, it would be the worst time of their lives and not mine. I just would have to start talking about Sweet Token or the Whisper King for like 4 to 10 hours straight, you know, casual things. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to, you can tell I'm moving around. Anyways, New City, woohoo! I don't know why I first read that as New York when I know they're in Brazil. I was like, how are they in New York?
Be happy I did not put down all the city names so you do not have to try to pronounce them.
Thank you. And apparently he just makes some houses for his men. He takes off the manacle, puts her in a thorny cage so she can't get out without pain. Bestie. Bestie.
Yeah?
What if I read this?
I'm telling you, you would like this one.
You're right. You're so right.
The painting in this one is so good.
I love how I'm like, ooh, thorny cage. Maybe I should read this. And you're like, yeah, banter. I'm like, thorny cage?
Yeah.
Do what you will. Like,
wait till you get to the plant bondage.
Do what you will with this information. She sleeps till she hears screams. She has a panic attack. Remember what was done to her watching these people do the same to their neighbors. One of the men brings her the famine, and he's drunk. my question is, how does that work? Because he plant man, so what's happening here?
I assume it's like a type of thing where they can choose whether or not to, like, because like the whole thing where they can choose whether or not to eat or drink in general. So like he chooses to get drunk, and it's like this whole thing where he does talk about at one point how he does drink a lot to numb the pain of his past and whatnot. Like it takes a shit ton of alcohol to get him drunk, but he does it, and willingly, preferably.
Yeah. Okay. Puts the manacles back on her and makes her stay and watch as people come and offer gifts, for which he kills them. Oh man, Period's daughter. He offers his daughter to Famine. Famine has put her in one of those bedrooms and is not a big fan of this. I get it. Seeing you pop up at the beginning of every paragraph it's never gonna get old, is it? Oh my god, stop jumping through the paragraph. Stop it!
Oh shit.
What are you doing? The whole paragraph.
I was gonna jokingly delete a section, but I accidentally dragged a section to another part.
Oh my god, did you fix it?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I just quickly pressed Control.
That's not what I thought that sentence was gonna say. Damon strokes her arm kindly, which makes her go, WTF. Anna tries to make him uncomfortable by sitting on his lap. LOL. Lap sitting scenes are always superior. We just reread the love hypothesis. That's why it's yeah. Adam Carlson, who? Like, anyways, another man brings some basic jewelry, including one of the Saint Virgin. Okay. She likes it and tries to get him and to spare him, which doesn't go as planned. So she goes off to her room. Famine wants her again. The man's like, hey, I don't like doing this. He's covered in blood. So she's like hesitant to believe that he doesn't like doing that. Famine tells her to entertain. I'm fine. Famine tells her to entertain. Fucking hell! Entertain, Bessie. Did you know that Famine tells her to entertain him? So she flips his dinner plate. Dude, one of the bitches slaps her. One of these dudes bitches. Can my brain function? I don't know what I'm saying.
I would like to note that Stingray had a fever yesterday, so
I think I still have a fever.
That just makes this so much better.
One of the dude bros slaps her so hard she falls to the ground. Famine makes a big show offering that man food and stabbing him with his dinner knife hot. He threatens everyone about touching Anna and then sends most of them away. He sits Anna down at the table and gives her food. She says the last person he offers food got stabbed, so she's good, but he promises not to stab her. I would have been like, what if I want you to stab me? He probably would have been like, the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, anyways, I feel like this is more unhinged. It's just because, you know. Oh, where is it? Oh, she eats. He asked about her life. She said she had no choice but to enter sex work since she had nothing after he left her. It's fine. I'm so normal, but that's it. He rips off her manacles. Fine. She experienced how he raised her city and how he stabs people and leaves them to die in a pile, to how he was tortured before they met, which makes him angry. I see the pipeline. She says he's evil, and when he says it's his purpose, so he storms off and flips her plate of food.
Yeah, he's
That's so dramatic.
I know, he literally stays up to leave, and then he just flips her plate, and she's just like, okay. And then he storms off.
He's so dramatic. Girl. They wake up the next morning to leave. He sent some men to prepare the next city. She gets him to admit he left the teenage girl alive, and when he asks if he raped her, she gets a sense of he once was a victim himself with the way he reacts. Okay. Informationing.
Mhm.
It was, oh my god, information informing. I know what I'm talking about. I know words. I know what they are, and I know the correct structures of sentences occasionally.
I don't know, I like informationing.
Of course you do. You have a degree, and that you don't use.
I don't know what you talk about. I have been using my credit degree, in which most of the time is spent taking notes off of reading books and essays and short stories, and using it to take notes on books for this podcast. In fact, I think I've written more notes at this point for this podcast than I ever did in college for my writing degree.
It's so funny, but also you used your degree when you were making a thumbnail.
True.
He kills everyone in the city with plants. I'm so curious about the damn plants, okay?
It's so hard to describe. I do not describe it, because it's so hard to describe, and the only way you're going to be able to understand it is if you just read the book exactly, like... Yeah.
My ears hurt.
Probably because you have a fever.
You're right, but, they stop. She uses the bathroom. She says they could trade compliments, so she says he's attractive and has a nice smile. I have thoughts. He picks her up and puts her on the horse. She decides to ask him about his powers, which makes him uncomfortable, so he asks for my finger and I'm probably something over. I'm sorry. He asked this. He asked if he gives her a compliment, will she stop asking questions? She agrees. So he says she has a nice voice. Ow! I love him.
The way in her head she's like, oh, so you like my voice but you don't want me to talk? Interesting, mister.
No, I love him. Perhaps I'll love him. I feel like this is saying too much about me.
Bessie, you gotta finish this paragraph because you're gonna love him more.
Oh, she decides she can't talk about the apocalypse. She might as well talk about sex, which makes him ask if he can give her another compliment instead. I laugh. I laugh. I'm sick. I'm literally sick. Moving on. Famine won't stop to let her sleep, so she leans. She sleeps on his neck and stuff. He eventually puts his arms around her so she can't fall off as she sleeps. Is she sitting in front of him? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. I was like, if she was behind him, that don't make no sense. She wakes up in the morning in a bed. Famine tucked her in! Full pause. Famine tucked her in!
Yeah, no, when she realizes this, she's like, damn, this bitch is kind to me. What the fuck? He's like ending the world, but he's like nice to me. And I'm a lonely girl who's only known unkindness. Damn.
Oh my god. She realized he just stopped so she could sleep in a bed, and he says it's because she drooled on his armor. That's so personal to me. Read
the next sentence.
They're leaving the house when she slips and falls in blood. I was gonna make a really bad joke, but I won't.
Okay.
Famine guides her away as she screams and tells her to get on the horse, but she tries to run. He catches her and says if she gets away, she'll die because he kills everything. LOL. He tells him to let her die, which he yells no, to which shocks them both. Yeah. He helps her up. and holds her hand, and so they're on the horse. And then he puts his hand around her. I can just imagine this intense scene. We slip and fall in the blood. We're covered in blood. We're running. Then you're just like, let me start! He's like, no! Real. I love it here. I feel like, I don't know what's happening. I thought I was okay, but I've just been watching Korean baking videos for days now. And I thought, yeah, I was fine, because those don't take very much brain power. But now I'm trying to use my brain, and I feel like I'm on drugs or something.
Okay, that's where this was going. I was like, why are we talking about Korean baking videos?
Because they're so nice and lovely. I literally watched so many of them. I literally got an ad in Korean.
Maybe you'll learn Korean. I feel like you told me that joke.
It's night. She's tired. Big farmhouse. Hello, how are you? He wants the plan is to kill the old lady who lives there, but I imagine she's like, no. When he goes to strike, she jumps in front of his side, and he doesn't stop in time, so it goes pretty deep on her shoulder. The old lady runs away. Run, old lady, run! I believe in you. Famine freaks out and apologizes. Why can't my brain stop? I was like, why won't someone just slice me in the shoulder? Like, am I okay?
No.
I can't tell which part of this is me and which part of me, which is the sickness. Anyways, like I'm so hot, but my feet are freezing, and so are my hands. She says he knows he didn't mean to, but he's literally trying to kill like, oh my god. He calls her dumb. She said that did the same thing to save him. He ripped her dress off to see the,
Yeah, he's all like, take off your dress, but she's like, can't really lift my arm, and so he just rips it off, and he's like, not looking at her, but like, he does not care. He's just like, ooh, wound.
Stages her up, dresses her in new clothes, takes her to bed. Can't sleep. Here's Famine pacing outside the door, so she calls to them. Why am I simultaneously both of them? Like when I made cookies the other day, I was literally just pacing around the kitchen because I was like, I was having issues in my head. Anyways, stands in the doorway, tells him to sit. Like, okay, dog. So terrible. He doesn't, so she stands and pulls him to the bed and pushes him sitting and starts to remove his armor. She asks him about himself, and he admits he's the least human of his brother's interests. Oh, I like that information. Is more like a storm and can feel every blade of grass and gust of wind. What the fuck? Why is that like so endearing? What the fuck? No, I love that. Why am I crying?
I can't tell what part of this is you and what part of this is just the fever talking, and it's real great for me.
He wants his dog to be over so he can stop being stuck in his butt. He wants his dog to stop me. Why am I crying? No, he's so real though. I love him. He told me. Then he stands and leaves her to sleep, but briefly stops to turn and says, quote, one other inhuman thing about me, comma, flower, I don't simply exist, comma, I hunger!
I wonder what he's talking about when he says that he hungers.
Okay, I would like you to know I would like you to know at one point Anna's internal monologue realized that she wants to help me. She wants to bang Famine, and it's really funny how she argues with herself. She's so me. They're both so me. What the fuck? Why'd you word it like that? Quote, right the next morning, Famine is absentmindedly stroking her hip. end quote. Would you?
That's what was happening.
They talk about how the world is ending and how he's tortured. He notices she's cradling her injured arm, so he stops and helps her out of the saddle and helps her remove her dress to reclean the wound. The better alcohol he found. He rips up his shirt to bandage it. When they're back on the horse, she tries to talk about what just happened, but he refuses. I need both y'all to be so serious right now. She leans back against him and admits it's okay because he likes spending time with her, because he likes spending time with him. LOL. They like each other, LOL. I'm so annoying.
That's like, we're just about to start page 5 out of 12.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And we've been going for an hour.
Well, there's a lot of shit you get to cut out, don't worry. New city, LOL. She realizes how being saddled with him with his hand resting on his thigh must look. Ooh! Can my brain exit the chat? I mean, it's already exited the chat, but I mean the rest of it. After killing the family in the nicest house, Anna tries to stop, and not you adding the fucking comma. Anna tries to stop, and he threatens her. Stop it! He threatens her for her, and he threatens her, what the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god.
It was more complicated before the commas I added, so I added commas just for you.
Do you want me to read the comments? Is that what you're telling me?
Go for it, I guess.
After killing the family of the nicest house, comma, which Anna tries to stop, and he threatens her for, comma. Why did that help me actually be able to comprehend the fucking sentence?
I don't know.
He orders a party to be thrown in his honor. Throws her in her bedroom. She tries to fight him. He strips off her dress to tie her to bed, while being gentle with her injured arm. Oh, I love him. Oh, I love him.
No, wait until the next sentence.
He threatens this man that if one looks at the door to her room for too long, he'll, quote, gut you and feed your entrails to you as you lay dying, end quote. Some normal things. I'm in love with him. I've never been in love with a man, but I'm in love with him.
Okay, Connor?
I don't think I'm in love with him. I say as I'm staring at him on my wall.
That's a sentence. Take that out of context.
What? I have his skin filled pinned to my wall. Is that what you're implying?
I'm just implying you sound like a crazy stalker if you take that out of context.
Oh my god. Instead of a shower mass grave, they burn the bodies. Famine cuts away her binds and her dress and throws her a fancy new one. Can she not wear pants? Is she not allowed pants? Just a question.
She doesn't wear pants. Even when she picks out her own outfit, she just wears a dress.
Interesting. She just likes dresses. That's fine. I'm just curious. There's all these buttons on the back, so there's a heated moment as he does them up for her. Oh, hell yeah. She sinks the dagger into her boot. That hot. Just hot. Oh. When he sees her in the light, he's definitely eye fucked her. I'm gonna fucking end up reading this damn book, aren't I? They go outside where one of the men stares. I fucks at her leg. Ew, go away. No one likes you. We want Famine. Famine offers to get a dress for the man too. I laughed for the third time. Parentheses. They go to the party. Famine is jealous. of another man liking how she looks, and she picked this at. Sure. Get out of this fucking paragraph. Everyone at the party's having a good time because Famine said so.
Notice that. I just deleted like 3 paragraphs.
What? Oh, Jesus Christ. Because I wasn't looking at the screen. Oh, Anna gets a chair next to the throne. Oh, he dances, they dance. Oh, she wants to bang of her own volition. My God. They go back to the throne. The man who stares at her legs asks why she's with Famine and is a little too close for comfort. Boo! Tomato, tomato. She's uncomfortable by him when Famine stands and ends the party. He causes an earthquake, so Anna stabs him in the hand with the... Why? Why? What's the reason?
Because he's about to kill people?
Oh, whatever. Who cares? Who cares? Humanities. I don't know. Yeah. He offers the man a chance to save everyone else if he sacrifices himself, like he'll know he'll be too selfish to take the offer. He starts slicing and dicing everyone. Okay, Fruit Ninja. Did I read the fact, he ensnares her in a plant, and grows more for everyone else, and causes a thunderstorm. Why is he so hot? He can cause earthquakes, he can grow plants, he can cause thunderstorms. I want him.
Never said this, I thought you'd hear, or I'd hear you say, there we go, brain took a second there.
What? I want him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know this thing, this like tweet thing, but no, you don't have Twitter, so never mind. Also, I'm fairly comfortable with saying I want fictional men because they're fictional, and it's not real. Because if this man was in front of me, I would beg him to kill me and go on with my life. Just a disclaimer. He throws her in her room and tells her she doesn't know pain, which leads to an angry monologue by her about all the ways she could describe she's been hurt. But that doesn't mean everyone deserves to die.
I didn't put all of it in here because it's like half a page, but it's a very good long paragraph monologue that I'm just like, yes, queen, let's go.
Yeah, no, if someone dared to tell me that I don't know what pain and hurting is like, I would rip them to fucking shreds. Heart hand emoji. I need to stop narrating emojis in real life. I'm so... Stop it. Why are you all over the place? He feels like she understands him. They go to a couch next to the fire. He starts cleaning up her wounds from his plant. Guess why he cares, and he doesn't know. He's shirtless now, and she's staring. He explains with his brothers he's the cruelest yet, because he's always been there, but death is still worse than him. Because he's always been there. Why? Oh my God, girl. But death is worse than him. They also almost kiss, and she can tell he wants to. Just fucking make out already. Like, Jesus Christ, just make out. He makes a sex joke while Anna's making coffee. He has his scales, which is rare, and Anna's confused. Oh, he has scales.
Mhm.
Interesting. That sounded weird, but I feel
So for some reason when you said that, I imagined like fish scales, so then I was like, that lends more to the Aquaman comparison, so.
They go riding,
What the heck did I type? What? No, and I quote, they go riding to the next late into the night. What?
Yeah, that's why he was just like, whatever. He stops at an abandoned house, assuming Anna will hate the vermin-infested place and choose to go somewhere else, where he has to kill someone. Who cares? I imagine she's had to deal with worse than rats and mice. She picks up on it and decides to stay there. Famine leans against the wall as he sits, so Anna puts her head in his lap. Oh, he says he likes human stories. He asks why she assumes he's a virgin, so she asks for the story of his first time and second time in a joking manner.
Okay, I didn't type it up. Okay, so like there's like this whole joke throughout this whole book so far up to this point, where she whenever he's annoying or whatever, she calls him a virgin and says that he just needs to be laid and whatnot, which always annoys him every time. So that's why she continues to do it, right? And so she's all like, oh, okay, you're not a virgin? Okay, tell me about your first time. And then she's like, wait, no, don't do that, because first times are always not great. Tell me about your second time. And yeah.
Interesting. Not the emoji.
That's so far down. Continue reading.
I know, I'm trying. Famine almost lasts and tells the story of an Egyptian goddess who laid men's souls when they died while giving her head scratches. Oh my god, I love that. It's very clear the story is also about his scales and how he's supposed to lay men's sins, but Anna is too busy falling asleep to pick off on it. Interesting. He lets her sleep on him all night long. But I don't know what to call that emoji. You know the one.
Oh my god, adorable emoji.
Yeah.
Watering eyes emoji.
Yes. As soon as she wakes up, he goes outside. She's just all around confused, so she tries to talk when they're on the horse. His mood is getting darker, causing clouds and thunder to form, so she tries joking with him and, just to test it out. I don't know what we're testing, but...
His, whether or not he has power of the weather. And if his mood affects it.
And the idea that his moods affect the weather is so... It's hot. Like, I can't. Like, it's hot. Like, no, like, hot. Like, my brain, not... I figured it out. I'm fucking clammy, and that's why I'm like, ugh. Anyways, did she ask? Oh my god, she asked if he lets her sleep. If he lets her sleep on him because he cares about her. Real. This causes some heavy rain, and she realizes he dies. The rain, and oh my god, that whole thing. Don't speak to me. She gets off the horse and starts walking away. He gets off the horse. My bad. I know how to read. She runs after him and puts her hand on his cheek. Oh my god. He's confused. They kiss. She kisses him in the middle of the street in a rainstorm. God! I think I passed away. I think I passed away. I think I passed away.
We haven't even gone to the fun times.
Parentheses, trust me, it was much cutter than what I'm describing. Parentheses. Hey, I'm just reading it how you typed it out, Bestie.
It was much cutter.
I didn't know you were talking about me.
Bestie. Oh my god.
It was a good joke.
It was a good joke.
Oh my god, the shock causes him to make a lightning bolt hit a tree. Hot. Hit me next time. She jumps back. Obviously, he's freaking out, walking away. So there's a hailstorm. Oh, I love him. I love how, like, oh, you control the weather? Oh. Like, he walks back to her and protects her from the hail with his body. She teases him and they continue riding to the city. Once there, he orders her not to kiss him anymore. Boo! Famine! Thumbs down emoji! She denies.
in this city is when things start getting fun times, sun times. By fun times, sun times, I mean plant bondage.
Oh my god. She kisses his hand. She denies and kisses his hand and the inside of his wrist. I don't know why, but every time I think about someone, like, kissing, like, the palm of the hand and then the wrist, I just lose my fucking mind. Like, I just feel like that's so fucking intimate for no reason. You know, like, why am I... What is going on? Like, I feel like I'm on drugs. I'm so sweaty and clammy and, like, I don't know what's happening. I seriously don't know if this is me or the illness. Like, genuinely. Oh, shit. Oh my god! Can you stop doing that?
I've been doing it for the past minute.
Well, I had my phone, and then it doesn't matter. He freaks out. Valid, I would be freaking out if a pretty lady kissed the inside of my hand and then my wrist. There's something fishy about the fitting.
I'm pretty sure I did that on purpose at the time, but that was like 2 weeks ago, so I don't remember.
Both Anna and I sense it. Good to know that you have instincts, Bessie. Ryder comes to deliver them to where they are staying, but it's possibly a trap. Anna isn't excited by the possibility. It's a well-armed drug city. I was gonna make a joke about how everyone here, like, does drugs or does nothing. Like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like everyone here. Oh my god, my thumb. Not my thumb. I don't know what's happening. I was gonna make a joke about how my home place is this drug addict. And then the first knuckle on my middle finger got stuck, and it.
And so you said, "Oh no, my thumb."
Yeah, like, it's not my thumb. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Famine starts killing all these bitches. Oh my god. She notices some bodies hanging from the gate after being sick and realizes one of them is a guy who's staring at her legs. LOL. AKA they kill all of Famine's men when they try to make demands on his behalf. LOL. They ride up to a nice house and the cartel boss is impressed and not scared. Okay, cartel. Like, I don't fucking know. He offers to work for Famine. Famine's intrigued. His name is Theodore Roca?
I read it as Heitor Rocha, but, like, I don't know.
It's Theodore.
It's a Spanish name that I cannot pronounce.
Yeah, we're white. Forgive us. But Rose is whiter than me. I know how to season my food. Let's put that out there.
I'm looking up how to pronounce Rocha.
The following pronunciation is brought to you by Pronounce.
Nice and assume it's not
Rocha.
Roach.
Oh, it is Roach. It is Roach.
Okay, I don't know.
It literally says pronunciation, and then it shows you how, and it literally says Roach-A.
Rocha, okay. Good to know.
That's
and
really
Anna
funny
recognizes
knowing,
him as the head of the southeastern cartel and a real bad guy. Okay. What the fuck is this fucking accent I'm trying on? Famine lets him and his remaining men go. They warning that he can't die. Then make them kneel and kiss his slice. They are not too happy about that. I'm so normal. Can my brain, once again, asking if my brain can exit the chat? I'm not going to tell you the thoughts that are being sunk.
I just saw my emojis at the end of this page. Sorry.
Famine orders Rocha to be his personal servant. He immediately eyes Anna, and she doesn't trust him at all. While Famine is making plans with the man, Rocha leads her to a courtyard to show her where she'll be staying. The whole time his hand is right above her ass. Tomato, tomato, tomato. But he opens the door, and then he squeezes her ass. Fuck off. She tells him he's gonna have to try harder to make her into him, and he hints that he'll make her sooner rather than later. Parentheses, I think we all get the vibes, right? Parentheses, yeah. He makes sure her room is super girly. Okay.
I would like you to know that her exact words are something like, you're gonna have to try harder to get me wet. And he says, he'll make sure that she is sooner rather than later, something like that. And it's just like, yeah. Anyways.
Okay. Ruka isn't there to serve them dinner despite Famine requesting it. He has a man try to make sure it's not poisoned. Famine has him go get Rucha. Famine serves himself and Anna. She goes to leave, sick of having to be the person everyone wants her to be. Oh my god. Parentheses, yes, clean parentheses. And angry that Rocha and Famine's stick measuring contest will likely get her harmed. Parentheses, valid parentheses. I know that's so annoying, but like, it's funny in my head. And livid that Rocha grabbed her ass when there's nothing she can do about it. Icon. Famine puts his hands on her to stop her, so she asks if it's a command or a request. She doesn't reply, so she continues to leave, so he says request. Oh, I'm so fine. I'm so normal. I'm so fine right now. Makes a joke about her being angry. He didn't kill someone this time. And then about how easy it is to anger a woman without doing anything. Bitch! Kind of the wrong thing to say. Yeah. She takes his wine and throws it at the wall. Oh! And rips the whole tablecloth off, ruining the whole meal. He's all, yay, your fire is back. Emojis.
I love you emoji, finger pointing to each other emoji, sweating emoji. Those are the emojis. Those are his thoughts and feelings about her.
You know, I get it.
Fire back.
If a pretty lady threw a wine glass at the wall and then ripped something off the table when there was some tension happening, I would also be like, oh.
I would like you to know we are officially halfway through the notes.
Hell yeah.
We've been filming for nearly an hour and a half.
I'm sorry. I'm losing my mind. Happy Famine takes her back to his room. Oh! On the way there, she boasts she wants to bang him for her own desire. He takes off his armor. He plays with his scales. Oh. And he plainly measurements goodness. Interesting. She has him test it on her, letting him prick her finger for blood, and she's decently good. Valid. I feel like most people would be decently good. Right? I don't know. She thinks it's rigged because he uses his own blood. And he's like, God, you're good. I'm sick. She goes to make a move, but he turns her down, saying she's the only person he likes. Oh, they're about to cancel that. Oh, fuck you! They're about to cancel. There's a knock at the door. Go on somewhere. He says it's time to handle Rocha, which makes her jumpy. He realizes she reacts poorly to his name and questions her. She evades for a bit, saying Rocha would harm her given the chance, but Famine won't accept that answer. Famine puts his hand up her shirt and tests it on her stomach where his men stabbed her. She eventually explains he grabbed her ass. Famine is angry and says he won't need hands. Famine is angry and says he won't need hands to serve him. Parentheses, sweating hot emoji with the tongue sticking out. Times 1, 2, 3, 4. Parentheses.
Listen.
I get it. No, I get it.
He touched her inappropriately against her will, and he's like, okay, he doesn't need hands. And I went, okay. Mm-hmm. I just twirled my hair, I guess.
you're real. Like, I get it, bestie. He tells her to stay in her room. And for however long she wants. She instead goes to her own room, falls asleep, waiting for Famine. Oh my god. Instead, Rocha sneaks into her room with a knife. He puts the knife on her throat, ready to rape her, but she takes the candelabra. Hell yeah, candelabra! Candelabra! My favorite character in this book is the candelabra.
Oh my god.
I love the word candelabra too. It's like, so like, you know, like, I'm like twirling my fingers. Like, you know what I mean? It's a candelabra. Anyways, it beats him with it till he passes out. Like I said, hell yeah, candelabra. Like, hello? Go off, my candelabra. Lovely. She takes his knife and goes searching for Famine. She overhears the men saying she's Rocha's son and Famine is theirs. She follows them into the main building to see them hacking Famine apart. Oh my god! She questions using her knife and then hears them laughing at the idea of Rocha raping her and decides she's fine with stabbing a few bitches. Real. The way she thought about it, but if I was in this situation, I would have probably just started stabbing bitches. Two different people. Well, I don't know. I would never be in this situation, so I can't tell you what I would do. Oh my god. She sees them throw parts of Famine into a cart, and someone runs in yelling Rocha has been knocked out and she's missing. Lovely. All the men run inside to help, so she runs to the cart. One man sees her, so she stabs him in the throat, hell yeah. Then escapes with the cart. They get kind of far before she realizes they'll catch up. Pulls Famine out of the cart, sends it going further down the road, drags Famine into a dead sugarcane field as far as she can. She removes the arrow in his head, oh my god, and cradles him. Eventually he wakes and is in extreme pain, but immediately stops making noise. And she warns the men are still looking for them. Anyways, he apologizes and tries to hold her. Oh fuck. Oh my god. She apologizes.
Why did she apologizes like that?
Oh no, I don't know. My mouth won't work. She apologizes. And he tries to hold her hand. But then he realizes he doesn't have one!
Yeah, did you miss the part where they hacked him up? Yeah. He hacked off all his body parts. He's basically like just a torso at this point and a head. Like that's
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. She starts crying as he holds her back with the bits of arm he still has left and cries through. Oh my god. Nobody told me this shit was that real. Parentheses says the bitch who read this before. Parentheses. Yeah. He's able to talk and ask what happened. She explains and then he questions how they escaped. She tells him Rocha came for her. He's hella angry for her. She asks if she can tell him the secret and then says, quote, I don't know why that made me pause. She says if she can tell him a secret and then says, quote, you don't fuck with a prostitute. We can be the thing on nightmares. End quote. And he jokingly replies, quote, I am almost afraid, end quote. I love them. So real. And they're so fucking cute, Your Honor. I agree. He laughs at her for hitting Rocha with the candelabra. See, he knows. He knows about the candelabra. Like, he knows what's up with the candelabra. I don't care. He's in pain. She strokes his hair. He leans into it. He asks her to tell him about her life to distract him from the pain. He's surprised. She's sad about her aunt being dead after she abused her. Yeah, I get it, but I don't. Like, it's whatever. She admits she almost left sex work once for a man she loved, but he broke her heart! What the fuck? Anna, Bessie, come over. I'll bake you some cookies. I don't know. Revenge time! He asked her to let him get revenge on the people who harmed them. She's worried about the fight and tells her to calm her tits.
Oh yeah, like almost constantly she's telling him to calm his tits. So he says, "Calm your tits, Anna," and she's just like, "What the fuck?"
Famine. Oh my god, Famine is whistling as he kills. Oh, I love him. I love him. I love him. I can't whistle. There's a fun fact for you. What is? Fuck you, I guess.
I'll make sure not to use any Mockingjay's to send you messages.
Oh my god. Oh, I could do the I'm not gonna. I could hum it. You can whistle it. I'll hum it. That would mean you're Candace and I'm Rue. It makes sense that you'd be alive and I'd be dead. Never mind.
I'll sing over your dead body and then put flowers on you.
Thanks. And then
that is something I would do. Let's be real.
Boyfriend paints you on the floor.
Yeah.
Paints me on the floor.
That just reminds me, in one of the future episodes, I did just make a Titanic reference, and I had to put in my notes that you haven't seen Titanic, but I still made the reference anyways.
Yes, I have. I watched Heartstopper season 2, and how, I've seen Titanic.
That took me too long to understand what you were saying.
One of the men attacks Anna and tries to choke her to death for his freedom. She manages to get the knife from her boot and stab him twice before Famine comes up and kicks him aside and then crushes his windpipe with his foot while calling Anna his. Oh, he's so hot! I want someone to crush someone else's windpipe. Like, I need to go somewhere. I don't know where I'm going, but it's somewhere. She picks her up off the ground and she hugs him to make sure she's okay, and then plans to kill the rest of them. Then he sits in the car driver's seat and offers her a spot next to him, saying they're gonna find and have a little chat with Rosa. I can't breathe. I feel like I
just breathe. The end.
No shit. No shit. I need to feed animals, but...
Well, we're on page 8 of 12.
So when they come across Rosa, he freaks. LOL. I don't know. Damon actually did to Anna, and he tries to say she attacked him. Fuck you! Damon blocks him and requires to start slowly withering his body like he does play. Oh! Excuse me. I don't know why that stopped me like this. That was a genuine gasp of surprise. Why is he the best one? He's so cool. Like, everyone else is boring.
Sorry, I just read ahead a little bit in my notes, and you're gonna be so excited.
Then he starts slowly breaking all his bones. Hell yeah. While giving acceptable reasons for trying to go near Anna, and then says, quote, "No, you came to violate her." And my friend, we're both discovering that nothing strokes their rage like trying to harm my flower, end quote.
Yeah, I thought you'd like that.
I'm gonna do something so drastic.
Honestly, the rest of this paragraph, you're gonna love it.
Parentheses, the level I squealed, I'm not okay in the head. Yeah. Full stop. Then he promises to make his death painful because he's the worst thing to walk the earth. Not what? Then he
because he's all like, "You're not the worst thing to walk on this earth. I am."
Oh yeah, okay. I was confused. I don't know. I would like you to know that all this is making Anna feel a terrorist. She's real. Like, I don't care. She's so real. Lucha's barely alive. Famine starts withering the rest of the men and then uses his power to kill the rest of the city. Lucha begs Anna to help him. She walks away. Thank you, Bestie. Thank you. He goes to Anna's room and grabs all the clothes that aren't hers, LOL, and tries to and takes her to his room. Saying he'll make sure she won't be bothered anymore. He takes a bath. He puts on a white dress. And then makes Famine get in the bath. She's into the strip, so she sits behind him with her. Oh my god, she sits behind him with her legs in the bath, his back between her thighs.
It gets better.
She claims him as he strokes her legs. She offers to clean his lower half, and he does contemplate it, but gets out and says, "Famine! Famine, I'm begging you!" According to Anna, you could toss the corn over there! Oh my lord. He tells her to sleep, and in the meantime, he'll make the barely alive men suffer. Okay. The next day they drink together. She sits on the bed crying about the man she killed. Oh my god, Bessie. He kneels between her legs and holds her face, comforting her until she stops crying. Oh my god. She almost gets and Famine! Just fucking get up! They almost kiss and send Famine stands and takes her to the house proper so she can eat. Fuck you! Kiss her! He took the men's bodies outside so she wouldn't see them because she doesn't like that. They chat. They try different foods. He hates. They drink more. Apparently her expression watching him is, quote, God, quote, I want to fuck, end quote. And the best excuse of what she's thinking of is death. What? And the best excuse of what she's thinking of is death. So now Famine is jealous of Loki thinking she wants to fuck death. What?
You know, he's all like, what is that face you're making? What are you thinking about? And she's like, death. And he's all like, I don't like that. And she's like, why? And he's like, well, you look like you want to fuck him. And she's like, holy shit, I look like I want to fuck Famine, because she's actually thinking about Famine. And so she's like, shit, I look like I want to fuck Famine. Oh no. And he's all jealous because he thinks she wants to fuck Death now. He's like, how dare you? Yeah.
She finds her on the ground. He picks her up, puts her in the dining room, and then brings her all the food. He pulls her chair right up against this. That's so hot! I feel like you're listening too much about me in this episode.
Bestie.
What?
This is the scene where things get spicy. You can't tell me this is hot every sentence, because things are going to get hotter progressively for the next few paragraphs.
The whole thing is hot. I don't care what you want. There's some jokes about him serving her. So he puts his arm. Oh! I need to turn the AC on or something. My God. There's some jokes about him serving her. So he puts rum in her mouth and makes her drink, saying that's how he serves her. He drinks a shit ton while she eats. Some convo about this time as a captive and his escape. They have the good old previous partners conversation. He's been with countless men and 33 women. Can't relate. I think everybody knows that I can't relate. Like, Jesus Christ. She remembers the number of women because they were better bed partners. Hell yeah. Hell yeah!
The way that she's just a tad fruity, and it's just like, hell yeah. I don't think I put it in the notes, but there's that one point where one of the many times she calls him a virgin, and then he admits that he's not a virgin, and she's like, oh my god, you're not a virgin? Who was the poor woman you had sex with? And then she's like, wait a second, no, please tell me it was a man. And he's just staring at her, but it's low-key hinted at that he may have had sex with a man at one point.
Honestly, as he should.
And so they're both just a sprinkling of fruity every once in a while, and it's just so good.
He doesn't know how many people he's been with either. He asks if he believes alcohol washes away the memory of sins. He admits that's why he drinks so much. Because the sin thing, maybe it'll wash away this sin. Oh my god. The way I'm 66% of the way into this book and they just kissed for the second time. Yeah, I would bash my head against the wall. Well, now they're making out. He pulls her into his lap and she startles him. I'm clammy. I'm like fucking cold, but I'm fucking sweating and I hate that shit. He's hard. Stop fucking jumping around. He's hard. They agree everything will go back to the way it was. You set up to hook up with somebody. You say, it'll go back to normal tomorrow. It never goes back to normal. Not my voice acting like that. Jesus Christ. They make out more. He makes out with her against the wall, and she says he wants the genuine her not to actually puts on for customers. Oh my god, I love him. He carries her outside, rips her dress off, takes off the armor, takes off the clothes, makes them stop for a moment. He immediately does, and I remember the bar is on the floor. It really fucking is. It is in hell. It's not on the floor, Betsy, it's in hell. What's below hell? I don't know. Maybe it's even below that. Aww. He looks at him and calls him pretty. You know, there's just something about calling men pretty, you know? I say like I walk around calling men pretty, but then again, Kit Connor exists.
I was going to say Kit Connor.
He's so pretty! Like, I don't know what to tell you. Picks her up again, but instead of going into one of the rooms, he lays her on the ground and is kissing all of her. He calls her excessively pretty, and when she asks why he's telling her, he replies, quote, because you're a human, and I imagine you like compliments far more than I do. And for whatever insufferable reason, I want to give you many. End quote. I hate that can you just call sex normal things? And sexual acts normal things?
No, it's funny because I'm taking notes on another episode, and I put Bone Town instead of saying normal sentences, and in this one I put Pound Town.
So he's ready to go to, quote, Pound Town, end quote. But then she starts to panic and explain to him that there's a high possibility he has a sexual diseases. Something right there seems grammatically incorrect. For some reason. There's a high possibility she has sexual diseases as he's trying to kiss her places. Side-eye emoji. She just really wants to kiss her, and it's true. He explains he can't catch human diseases, so he can't catch human diseases. So can she please unhand him so he can kiss her? She lets go, and he says thank you before.
Okay, this one's funny because like it goes with the plot of the book.
She lets go, and he says thank you before eating something he actually likes. I hope you know I was struggling so fucking much there for a second because there's so many S's. S's and C's. I would like you to know I did not always have a list. Like, I imagine if you go look back at some of my older videos, I didn't have a fucking list.
Oh, Missy, we're at the plant bondage part.
Apparently he's so good at oral, he almost levitates off the ground! What the fuck?
That's how she describes it in her head, and I'm like, okay, and then typed it up.
No, that's real. Why is I'm starting my mouth. So remember when I called this one the plant bondage one? Well, this is not Steve. She started squirming. What?
What the hell noise did you just make?
That was my mouth. I was squeezing my lips and teeth together. She started squirming, and there's saved her steps of making it more interesting if she doesn't stop. And there's more and the more interesting is growing plants to hold her in place while he goes to town. I'm normal. Anyways, this is like scene. LOL.
Bondage.
I wonder what?
I told you this was the plant bondage one.
Well, no, but like, I wonder if things will be the same after, like this after they promise. No. Afterwards, he notices the scars on her back from her aunt. She admits she hates humanity too sometimes. Real. So real, Bessie. So next morning, she's hella hungover. I only slightly remembers what they did. Oh. She's worried about her being fine, getting food and water, so she reminds them they promised nothing would change. Fuck you. Like, hello? This upsets him. So he's like, we're leaving in an hour. And leaves the room. She feels a void when he's gone. Why?
I just finished this paragraph. Oh no.
Why did you give me this information? This is so me coded. You were so correct. But like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you do this to me?
It's not my fault.
Yes, it is. This is your idea.
Technically, it was your idea. I just thought of doing this series for it.
Before they leave the house, he grows the lavender rose for like when they first met. When she asks why, he says, because around you, I feel the honest urge to use my power to create rather than destroy. I'm in pest. No, that's not his name. I don't. I'm in Famine's world. I'm going to put some socks on now.
Okay.
My dresser is literally 2 steps away. It's all right. Don't worry.
Okay. I'm going to say the next sentence, quoting me, every time he's called the Reaper in this, I think about the Reaper Leviathan, parentheses, I'm playing some Nautica again. Speaking of which, dude, the Reaper just came out behind me the other day, and I screamed. It scared me.
What, you don't want to talk about my monkey sock?
No.
That's so rude. I think I'm gonna have to take my pants off or something. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, my body's freaking out.
That's a weird sentence to say while reading about this book.
No, I just read because like my body is freaking out temperature-wise.
Oh, look, you know, we're on page 10 now.
My ears are ringing.
Oh my god. Want me to scream?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Every time he's called Reaper this, I think about Reaper.
I already said that.
My bad. While the rioting, she can't stop thinking about him, and realizes, quote, fuck my tits and my. I'm falling for the psycho, end quote. This makes her panic because the last flash of time she fell in love with a man, he left her for a, quote, respectable woman, and then still tried to pay her to be with him. Fuck him! What the fuck? So she's basically afraid her heart will be broken again. Famine can tell something is up, and swears he will figure it out. He stops at an abandoned house so she can sleep. He packs blankets and food for her. He makes the bed. This is all making her heart go pitter-patter. Valid. They sit in the candlelight and talk. Candelabra!
It's not candelabra, but okay.
I'm not going to forget about my beloved candelabra. Thank you.
Oh
no, it says candlelight. He thinks she's been acting weird because she wants to bang too, but promised things wouldn't change. She almost kisses her, but then realizes how stressed she is, so instead gives her a head scratch and tells her about a time he came across a war. She starts panicking because she learns Fortson can have kids from the story, but he informs her they can prevent She starts panicking because she learns Fortson can have kids from the story, but he informs her he can prevent conception with his powers. Just one war pestilence stop killing, and he stops his story and goes outside. Ugh, my ears fucking hot.
I've just remembered what this whole section is. Ooh, have fun.
She wakes up to someone barging into the house. It's 3 highwaymen who threaten her. She thinks Famine has left her behind. Oh my god! Oh, they start beating her up and threaten to sell her before deciding just to kill her when Famine comes out of the woods. One of them tries to run away when they realize who he is. When he throws his knife into her. Oh, hell yeah! Hell yeah! I got way too excited about that. Anyways, I'm normal. The one who's on top of her starts to slice her throat when Famine knocks him over with plants and kills the remaining one with said plants. He's worried about her and thinks the wound isn't super deep, so she's survived. He says, fuck this, and kisses her. Hell yeah! Famine! This is so odd. Am I okay?
I feel like you need to just go to sleep after we finish this.
No, I have to make dinner.
Fuck dinner. Go to sleep.
I told my mother I would make dinner. Yeah, and then
take a can of soup, throw it in a pot, turn on the burner on low, and then go to sleep.
I don't have any soup, but she has soup, but then she's gonna complain that it's vegetable beef and not tomato.
Well, then maybe she should have not vegetable beef and gotten the other kind that she likes.
Well, technically, they're like the mini cans when we get them from the neighbor, but. Sorry. Anyways. So they're making out in the mud. Oh my god, as it's downpouring. Why was I like, ooh? And I was like, oh. Like, am I normal?
No.
Eventually she remembers she's injured and carries her inside. It's definitely worse than she admits, even to herself, because she's lightheaded after only a minute. Real. That's such a me-coded sentence. Things get heated. Demon Someone adores her like him, and he promises he'll make her forget all the ways she's been mistreated. Fuck off! Like, just fuck off! Like, what the fuck? They bang. I would like to remind you she still has an open neck. Oh. And it's not like the house is clean. Vermin and mold has been mentioned more than once, but they're just going at it on the floor. Oh, that reminds me of a Slipknot song. That's such an how did that make you feel? I read all that and I was like, oh, that made me think of the Slipknot song.
I just moved on.
Are you concerned?
Always.
Thanks, I appreciate it. They go all the way this time, and she may cry more than once. Oh my god. I'm sick. She's screaming a pleasure, as I remember. When they went back inside, 2 of the men were still alive, being slowly killed by plants, so fun for everyone. They almost immediately go for round 2. Valid, I guess. The next morning, he wakes her panicked, because she's covered in blood from her neck wound. Not my immediate thought being hot. Like, how do you psychological help? Like, Like, I go back in 15 days, but Jesus Christ. But they're trying to patch it up. Famine won't move on until she's healed, but guess what? Isn't okay. It's an neck wound. It's, like, really infected, so she lets them take him to a doctor. Oops. Some Famine POV. He's panicking and making the horse go faster. I'm having issues this week. Back to Anna. She's in and out of it, but finds someone to help. Back to Famine. He blames himself and wants nothing more than to be with her. Oh my god. Back to Anna. She wakes up long enough to tell Famine, oh my god, she loves him in case. And he admits the night that she said a word in angelic in her sleep, meaning forgiveness, and then begs her to forgive all the pain he's caused her. I hate you. I hate you. I hope you know that.
Sometimes I do.
Why would you do this to me? I thought you loved me. Back to Famine. He starts speaking angelic to her as she sleeps, saying he loves her, but realizes it's bringing her closer to death. What? He recognizes this as the similar test both Pestilence and War had to go through seeing their woman die. Famine suddenly remembers he has the ability to wither, but also revive, so he revives her body while withering the infection. Thank you for using your brain, Famine. I appreciate that. Back to Anna. She wakes up and finds Famine in a thriving sugarcane field that she had previously withered. She admits that he did heal her. With proclamations of love and kissing. Woo! How much longer? Too much.
Shouldn't be that much longer.
Well, they get to the city proper, do normal things of requesting goods for assumption of their lives, but this time he promises their lives and calls Anna his wife. He does ask her to marry him, and she says no and wants a real proposal with sex and growling and pledges of undying love. For real. For real, I love her. They live in a town now, in an abandoned house, but he's having the people clean it up. He promises he won't kill them for now. He appreciates Anna, never tried to change who he is, and recognizes the ways they've been going about things has been forcing her to change, but he likes her already. So he pledges, quote, I will be at your side until my dying day, and I will hold off on all the killing for now, end quote. Fuck you. Loving wall sex. Anna says she doesn't want kids, and that's a deal breaker. So real. Why they're going to Bone Town. Parentheses, yes, I did laugh while writing that, and parentheses. He grows plants throughout the house. Ah! Afterwards, he realizes they're the dusty lavender roses and calls them her flower. He calls them her flower. He says if he can't grow things. Oh my god! He says if he can't grow things in her, he'll grow them around her. Ugh. They bang again. That's literally the whole. Oh my god. The whole entire next chapter. Famine's plan is to give humanity one lifetime and its lifetime to prove they are worthy of living. In the meantime, he won't kill crops and people. Some domestic shit happens. Why do you just gloss over the domestic? I like domestic. I like domestic. You know what I'm trying to say. People always hate when people are domestic in books. I feel like it's boring when they're domestic. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, you know? In the middle of banging, Famine proposes with a ring and everything, so I guess they're getting married now. Imagine you're just banging and you just pull a ring out of your back pocket and you're like, will you marry me? I'm like banging you, but like what the fuck?
Yeah, no, it's like, if I remember properly, it's like, they're mid-pump, and he decides to stop and be like, marry me. And she's just like, well, shit, I can't say no now.
Oh, I'm sick. We're back to Famine's POV. Time has passed, and Famine starts panicking about Anna one day dying and having to feel her body decompose into the earth in the kitchen water. Oh, cool. I'm done. We're done. I'm exiting. I'm hanging up on you.
Okay, so he realizes he doesn't want that and wants to grow.
Hold on! I got it. Oh my god.
I was just gonna start reading it, and it said do the second half of the episode.
He realizes he doesn't want that and wants to go old with her. He knows he has to forgive humanity before he can give up his purpose. The internal struggle causes a rainstorm. I'm normal. I'm so normal. Anna comes up to check on him, and he says he's relinquishing purpose. Anna's point of view. Anna's point of view. Death is awake. Let's go. I know this is supposed to be a bad thing, but I'm ready to party. So Death is coming over to visit. I hope he brings the housewarming gift. Famine tests the scales, but this time his blood is against Anna's. And her side is lighter, because Famine was the one controlling the scales all along. He doesn't hate humanity anymore, and that's why Death awoke. Okay, Famine, POV, Death arrives 2 weeks later, so his ability is to literally order souls out of bodies in a giant radius around him. Holy shit! As Lucy enters the city, everyone is dead but Anna, which Famine knows he has a plan for her. Also, Death can fly. Oh, I love him. I love him. Like, every time I type Death, my phone, I'm not even gonna finish that.
Also, every time I type Death on my phone, it recommends adding star, so have fun with that Star Wars reference. You get 2 in 1 episode.
Death can kill Famine. Famine forces Anna to hide in the woods with plant magic while he faces off against Death. Anna POV, Death comes for her instead. Famine POV, Death says he can have his mortality, which he wants so badly, but the price of his life. There's a whole meeting.
I have dinner ready. My dinner's ready.
You just want me to speak and then...
Either you can just, like, talk your own, or you can wait the, 15-20 minutes for me to quickly speedy, and then... Because it shouldn't take me long.
Leave it recording, and then when you come back, I'm just gonna do it.
Okay, and then when I come back, you can tell me your thoughts and opinions on the end. Okay, because this is just the end battle, and I always have issues with end battles in books, so have fun.
Okay. Death says he can have his mortality, which he wants so badly, but he tries to be amplified. There's a whole debate about Famine needing to continue his purpose no matter what. But Famine reminds him of the years he was captured, but Death did nothing during those years, so he could continue his purpose. It was Anna who saved him. That Bruce Lee sets him up. I did not absorb any of that information, so whatever. Death offers a new deal, where they ride together, killing off humanity, and he can keep Anna until the end. Anna won't let him, and so Death kills her. Oh, fuck off! Famine starts anger fighting Death, which Loki worries my boy, but he eventually fights back to win. Famine takes the deal where Anna lives for a time if he helps kill off everyone. Parentheses, literally Death does not need help. He's just scared of being alone while also hating on his brothers for finding people that makes him not feel lonely, like sir, and parentheses. Anyways, I don't feel like I'm gonna like Death. Anyways. Anna, please. Anna's point of view. POV, point of view. Anna wakes up and realizes what happened. Famine says there's a chance Death will fall for humanity too. Parentheses, I wonder if that'll be the next book. And parentheses, she briefly contemplates killing herself and attempts to save humanity, but recognizes she's not that kind of girl, so instead takes Famine's life when Death gets close and stabs her right in the chest. Whoa. Oh. He's actually fully bleeding out, and Anna is goading him about not killing Death himself and how it sucks, and he's not an idiot as Famine. And he's an idiot as Famine is trying to get her on the horse. Death tries to kill her, but Famine reminds him they have a deal, and humanity isn't fair, so deal with the pain. Parentheses, that's the thing Death said earlier about their deal not being fair. Parentheses. Final chapter! Exclamation point! Death doesn't go after them, probably because, like Anna assumes, they're going off to kill people for the deal, but nah, Famine decides this time to think of his brothers. And maybe just maybe together they can beat Death. Side-eye emoji. Surprise, surprise, they can't, but one woman can. Dun dun dun. Rose says, for some reason, I remember the end of this when they got together to be repetitive and annoying, but really not. Keeping it 4.5 stars, it may lower touch points to the same. I did. That's all the information. I did all the things. Now we gotta wait for Miss Rosie Rose to come back. We can close off this episode. Is that a flower I see?
Hello?
Hello?
I'm back.
Well,
I have rain tomorrow.
You get what?
Rain tomorrow.
Rain?
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts and opinions on the book?
Ending was you know. No thought hit empty otherwise.
Anyways, the book, good. Death next.
I would like it. Can you hear the hamburger cooking?
Yes.
I can't tell after when we record. It's kind of funny.
I know, right? The links below, us socials, me stream occasionally. Both YouTube and Twitch. I post video too, but nobody watch.
Nobody watched mine either. People just watched the nerd video I posted like 5 years ago. Don't you dare sit down in the water. Roni girl.
My favorite part of the end is when she stabs Death.
Yeah, that made me giggle. Kind of. Not really. You'll see.
Okay. I'm expecting some kind of weird surprise when I go to edit this.
Yeah, all you guys hear is me being like, oh, okay, whatever, the end, and then me feeding the animals, and then me make dinner.
Yeah.
Let's hope and pray I wasn't talking to myself too much, though.
Okay. Do you have anything else to say about this book?
No.